Did you know that the iconic screech of the bald eagle isn't actually a bald eagle? It's actually a red-tailed hawk making this iconic cry. The bald eagle is our nation's symbolic animal. Many people can recognize it, but not many people can go into detail about our nation's animal. My uncle has worked with animals, or with bald eagles, and I've been around and have learned much about this majestic bird. As Americans and world citizens, we ought to know much, or at least a little, about our ethereal feathered friends. Today, I'll be going over information I've researched about the bald eagle. I'll be going over its basic biology and classification, its historical population issues in America, and its native significance in America. By natives, I mean the Native Americans. First and foremost, we should size this animal up to see what we're working with. According to SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment, Haliatus leocephalus stands at about 3 feet with a 7-foot wingspan. Males are about 8 to 9 pounds, and females are a little bit bigger at about 10 to 14 pounds. They can live up to 30 years in the wild and can live much longer in captivity, and they range across the entire continental United States. They are threatened, but no longer endangered, and haven't been since 2007. Now that we know a little bit more about the animal, we can dive deeper into its history. The animal has had drastic fluctuation in numbers thanks to humans throughout history. However, they are on the rise, thankfully, in recent years. There are currently 316,000 animals, or bald eagles, in the wild, way more than in the past years, thanks to conservation efforts. According to NPR News, however, only 500 pairs existed in the wild in the 1960s, quite literally on the brink of extinction. Pesticide known as DDT leaked into the animal's ecosystem. Such leakage leaked into the animals that they ate. This prey soon found itself in the contents of their eggs, obviously making the eggs thin and fragile. And when the parents attempted to incubate the eggs, it would make them so fragile that they would crack, and obviously a cracked egg cannot hatch. This was cited through the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Direct human challenges also challenged the animals' numbers. They were hunted and poisoned throughout American history up until 1973 with the Endangered Species Act, making them protected species. Since then, their numbers have quadrupled, and they were taken off the endangered species list in 2007. New Americans have not been particularly nice to bald eagles, but what about the Americans that have been living here for thousands of years? They are actually highly revered in Native American cultures. They are seen as the Creator's beautiful creation and are to be respected as such. Eagle feathers are a status symbol. They're the highest honor and are to be bestowed upon individuals with outstanding abilities and qualities. According to American Eagle Foundation, they are sacred. They may never touch the ground, be in contact with intoxicants, and should be presented with pride by the owners. Such a close connection allows for them to have federal exemption to obtain these feathers. They're usually illegal to possess, and they are the exception due to cultural reasons. The bird is seen as courageous and prideful, master of the sky, and messenger of God. It is safe to say Native Americans hold this bird to a high status. Today, I have shared important information pertaining to the bald eagle. I've gone across its basic biology, its historical population issues, and its cultural significance to Native Americans. My purpose was to inform on this nation's beautiful national animal. I think I did a pretty good job. Hope you all go out there and listen for the birds' chirps, for this bald eagle's chirps rather than the screech of the red-tailed hawk.